I put this video together because I think that there's some things that you can do, not just to pass time, but to maybe inspire you. And I think that by doing this video, it's going to help you as far as maybe get around things financially around the house and see what you can do, more or less learn some things that will, or, learn a little bit about what I do to bring in some extra money. And I hope it helps you. I'm going to show you some simple projects that make sense. I'll be right back here with that video in a quick second. I found this project challenging at first because I didn't really know where to start with not having the actual rocks and the actual more or less the glue to do another project. But I wanted to show you what you do need. Okay, well, we definitely need rocks, and we definitely need more E6000 to do the second tray. But I wanted to show you something this simple could be very useful, and I'll show you why. Here you're looking at my massage table, and you don't have to have a massage table to give massages. In fact, I would give you instructions if you don't have to have a massage table. Use this tray to do something different, like facials. And I will give you a short instruction on how to do that. What you see here is the tray is a facial massage tray. And what I did is I just put all the new products here for a reason, because you're going to give this as a gift. Okay, this is going to cost you $5, $6, and the tray. So it would cost you under $10 basically to make this. Or you could do this. You could decide on not putting the rocks on the tray and still give the gift. And you paid little less than $3 because it's $1.25 for these each at Dollar Tree. So I have a working, I have one of the working ones that I use, and it's for facials. And I'm helping you make a decision on a gift. The tray is good just as it is. You don't have to put rocks on it. And what you do is you massage upwards, and that's the correct way of massaging, and it helps relax, well, in this case, you, the person that's using this. And it has a vibrating motion, and you always have to massage in an upward stroke gently. Next project, this I found very interesting. I took this one from YouTube about going without the labels. And I had to repeatedly say this before. I probably mentioned it in the past video. But what I found is that not having a label for my dish soap, because I have a name brand dish soap that I use because I prefer it because it cuts out stains and really gets other things out than just regular dish soap. But I didn't label it yet because I didn't have the proper label, and it gets sticky and wet and it'll come off. So I just didn't label it. But there was a reason behind not going with a label and going plain. And I'm still kind of interested in why this was the focus of a YouTube blog. But I liked it so much that I wanted to talk about it. And I keep looking at it, and I was like, yeah, no name brands. That's what I like. I'm not saying go generic, but not seeing labels and things like that around the house is kind of nice. So I thought I'd talk about this transplanting my soap into a no-name bottle. Okay, everybody has a windowsill. I just decorated mine, and this brings inspiration to me. I like greenery. I like candles, but I don't have like regular candles. I have the wickless candles. Obviously for fire safety reasons, that's why I do it. But I just wanted to show you, these are the kind of things that inspire me throughout the day. And I just remember and reflect on the good things. This is brand new too. And if you would have saw what I had before, you would say, that inspires me too. And I'm not joking. I'm serious. It looks much better. Inspires me so much is that my fish sleeps more than a cat. And I really don't know what to say, but my fish is still sleeping. So, but another thing that inspires me through the day. Now this was my first wreath that I made that had eggs on it, and it's called a bird's nest wreath, and my sister immediately wanted it. She's such a cute kid. She's not a kid. She's 42 years old. So I have a little work on it to do, but I just want to gently pick it up here. And I want to show you that's Spanish moss. And those are styrofoam eggs. You have to put I'm going to show you the back of it. It's one of those wreath rings, and you have to put the styrofoam eggs, you have to cut them in half first, and you have to hot glue them on evenly, well, as even as possible, because I have a few of them that are crooked, you can tell. And once you get done doing that, that's when you put the Spanish moss on. Oh, make sure it gets on there. It is a messy piece of work because the hot glue gets everywhere, and you have to hot glue see where, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of hot glue here, just the Spanish moss. And this is one of my favorite wreaths that can get you through now to Easter. You know, you're using eggs. You could use it as an Easter egg wreath. People love it. I have had a lot of compliments of it. You can make $20, $25 wreaths like this. It's time consuming, but it's a lot of fun making wreaths if you can make more like this. Just another tip, something you can do to make some money. Okay, this is a moss planter. Now I priced the moss planter for around close to $100 to $200. I made this from Dollar Tree moss. It's reindeer moss, that is, and the rocks from Dollar Tree. And I had the bowl. I basically spray painted the bowl espresso brown. You can see it was green at one point. I don't know if you can tell. Hold on, let me see if I can get closer. See, it was green. So I got a couple bags of the reindeer moss at Dollar Tree, and I made a very expensive moss planter into basically a nice centerpiece, if you will. Now, the thing I did to make the mound is I made sure I got floral, wait a second. I got to put it down because it's heavy. Let me see. I want to make sure I say this right. It's floral foam. Underneath there's floral foam, okay? So you don't want to forget the floral foam because you have to create the mound. Because if you look at the floral foam, it's usually in a square, and you have to make sure you get the right measurements, and then, you know, before you put the rocks in, you want to make sure that you get this part. Now it's nice and moist and it's moss. And I don't know. I just started working with it, and it came together. So what I'm saying is, if you want to make something as a gift or for yourself, you know, a lot of times people don't have money to buy $100 planter, and you want to go buy like 2 or 3 bags of moss to make a big planter. You have to get one of these rounds. If you have one at home, it's easier. It's a lot easier. It's more expensive if you have to buy one. And then you get the rocks if you just choose to do that. It's a very pretty arrangement. And if you have this room at home, you, of course, can do it yourself, you know. But just another way to sell or even trade something you can do to bring in extra money. What I'm showing you is we made this jewelry tree. It's not a jewelry tree per se, but it's a jewelry tree. This is out of dresser knobs. And this was an old sign. And my friend, who's a maintenance man here, had to cut off the long stems of the screws from the dresser knobs. So let me give you an idea of what it would look like. This is a gift. Like, I would just put the jewelry, hang bracelets up, or necklaces. Let me see if I have any necklaces. I don't have a whole lot of jewelry, but I do have a bracelet. Hold on. Let me see. There's a bracelet. But I think you got the idea. You can hang your jewelry up in, or you could do something else different with it. You could put hats on this. And that's what we made out of this. And I spray painted this silver. This used to be like a sign. It was a welcome sign. And basically this welcome sign became a jewelry tree. And I'm giving it as a gift. So just another way to not have to spend money. A friend of mine who's a nurse gave me the knobs to work with this. And that's what we got. Last but not least was my favorite project to work on for my nieces. And I'm working on a few more of these, but I only have 6 made so far. But it's the Twine Egg. They're a little twisted, but I have some good ones here. It's a lot of hot glue. But what I'm supposed to do is make I'm going to probably be making more than 6, that's for sure. But they're twine, and there's just several of them so far that have some little glue issues. So that's why I'm sure I'm going to be making more of these. But it's just one of my favorite little ones that I made that gives me inspiration, because I know they like eggs this time of year. Of course, as we've said, we're coming into the Easter season. But we know it's Passover. But we're going to talk about that at another time. Until then, that's my video. In taking the time to do that video, I just wanted to show you there are ways to make money, and you can do it on a budget. And believe me, it doesn't take very much to sell or give nice gifts away to people that you love. And you can do it on a penny. Believe me, it has brought a major difference into my life. Thanks for watching.